Happy day, children. We are going to see about algorithms and flowchart. Okay, till date we were seeing about MS Word and then we saw PPT, right? PowerPoint. Now we are going to see about algorithm and flowchart. Okay. Okay. What is algorithm, children? Have you ever heard that word called algorithm? So, algorithm, a program is a software which tells the computer what to do. Okay, you have heard about the word called program? Yes? Yes. So, a program is a software which tells the computer what to do. Okay, what is a program? Where it is being used? From the startup to shutting down the computer, it needs a program. Okay, you to start, you just press that button, right? The system on. How the program, the booting program is written inside the laptop or at whatever device you are using. Okay, so what is a program, children? A program is a software which tells the computer what to do. From startup to the shutting down is done by the program. Okay, right. So now we are going to learn about algorithm. What is algorithm? A step-by-step procedure written to solve any logical and mathematical program is called algorithm. What is algorithm? A step-by-step procedure written to solve any logical and mathematical problem is algorithm. Okay. Alright. Now, each instruction should be written in a simple and precise manner. Each instruction should be written in a simple and precise manner. Okay. See, children, when you are doing some problems in mathematics, say example geometry, what will you do? You will just write given and then to proof. You will write all those things, right? That is called algorithm. Okay. Okay. So, what should algorithm have? It should have, I told you, it is a step-by-step process. Yes or no? What is algorithm? Algorithm is a step-by-step, a set of rules which is written in step-by-step. What are all those steps? How many steps should be there? It should have finite number of steps to reach a solution. Okay. It should have finite number of steps to reach a solution. Okay. After the instruction is executed, the user must get the desired result. When do you think that the algorithm is successful? Only when the user is using it and he should get the exact result. Only then it means that algorithm is correct. Okay. Okay, now I'll just give you the small example to write the percentage of marks. Okay, you know what is percentage, right? Yes, we'll calculate it now. Step 1, start. Step 2, read the marks in 5 subjects. For example, English, Math, L2, Science and SST. You are going to find the percentage of your marks. So what I have written, read the marks in 5 subjects. Add the marks of 5 subjects. What I am going to do next one is add the marks of 5 subjects. Divide the sum by 5 and multiply it by 100. Print the answer. So this is the algorithm. Stop. Do you understand? What all you do to find the percentage, you will write it in the, what you will do? You will write it in the paper as step by step. That is called algorithm. Okay, now you understood what do you mean by algorithm, children? Right. Now here I have given you the another example of algorithm. What I have given? I have given an algorithm which converts Fahrenheit into Celsius. An algorithm which will convert Fahrenheit into Celsius. See, this is Fahrenheit into Celsius. What is Fahrenheit, children? What is Fahrenheit and Celsius? Have you ever heard about it? Yes, it is used to measure the temperature, right? So what will be the first step? You have to read the temperature of the in the Fahrenheit format. Then calculate and write the Celsius temperature. Stop. Now, this calculate and write the Celsius temperature, how to do? That is done here. What that is done here? See, input Fahrenheit H, calculate the Celsius. What is the formula to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius, children? See, this is the formula. Subtract 32 from F and multiply by 5 by 9. Output and stop. Okay, children. So this is the another. See, after when we follow all the steps of the algorithm, we will get the answer in Celsius. This is called finite steps. What is this called? This is called finite number of steps. Within this 4 steps, we will get the what we will get. Within this 4 steps, we will get the answer for Fahrenheit into Celsius, right? This is the another example of the algorithm. Okay. Okay. Now, what's a flow chart? Flow chart is a diagrammatical representation of the algorithm. Pictorial representation of steps or algorithm used to solve a program. What is a flow chart, children? Flowchart is a pictorial representation of steps or an algorithm used to solve a program. Okay. A flowchart uses different shapes to represent different types of instruction which are connected by flow lines. A flowchart uses different shapes to represent different types of the instruction. Let us see what are all the shapes we are going to use. Right. So these are all the shapes which you are going to use. Okay. So this rectangle is compute and process. All the instructions are written inside this. That is all the formulas are written inside this rectangle box. This is input or output. This is decision making, connector, predefined process. This is start and end, and this is called flow lines. Okay. So we use all these symbols to draw the flow chart. We use all these symbols. Okay. See, to start a flow chart, we have to use only this symbol. We cannot use this symbol and write start. That is wrong. We have to use only this symbol for starting and the ending process. Like that, for decision making, we have to use only this diamond symbol. Okay, only for decision making. Okay, so shall we see the usage of all these children in the next slide? Okay. Listen, I have given the example here. I have given you one example. So start. I told you, start, you have to use only this one. You have to use only this oval symbol for start. Okay. See. S-T-A-R-T. Okay. Start. Then get the integer a. That is, you are going to add two numbers. So I told you this is what is this? This is the input box. This parallelogram, like see this one, we have to draw this box like this. Okay, This is the input box. See, then how many ever inputs you want, you can get it. But all those inputs you have to get only in this parallelogram box. Okay. Now this is called process box. What is this called? This rectangular box is called process box. PRO. What is this called, children? This rectangular box is called process box, where you are instructing the programmer what to do. What are you going to do in this program, children? You are going to add two numbers A and B. So you are just writing C is equal to A plus B. What formulas you are going to use, what is the process you are going to do, you have to write inside that rectangular box. Okay, then print sum, again end. End should end and start. See, the start and end should a same oval box should be used for the start and end. Do you understand, children? This is a simple flow chart which I have shown you as the example. Okay, right. In this chapter, children, we have learned what is an algorithm. We have seen the example for algorithm, flow chart, and the example for the flow chart. Okay. And in online class, we will write more algorithms and we will draw more flow chart. Okay, children. Thank you.